What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Got by 2009. Got another good one for y'all today. I know it's been a while since I done one, but I was trying to give everybody a chance to catch up because I know I've been doing a lot of content. But I wanted to, I had to make sure y'all were left with something good. So just like I said, I'm gonna do the Virgo video today. I might even do a little surprise video, but I'm gonna definitely do a different sign today. So y'all make sure y'all stay in tune for that. And if you haven't seen my last videos, please make sure you check those out. Cause I told y'all, I'm doing the combination videos and all that good stuff, but I'm gonna be hitting y'all with videos that y'all haven't, seen or heard. Do topics that y'all haven't heard about before. I do stuff that y'all haven't really seen me talk about. So I hope y'all enjoy all this new content I've been throwing out at y'all. I really appreciate all the love. Please make sure you like as you enter the chat room. I really appreciate it. Trying to get everything adjusted here. Thank you so much. Make sure you like as you enter the chat room. And if you haven't watched my last few videos, please make sure you check those out because you would. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I love y'all and I appreciate all the love y'all been showing. And if you haven't watched it, please make sure you comment, subscribe. And if you new or whatever and you just be tuning in, whatever, on the side, please make sure you also subscribe because if you are not subscribed, you're not going to get the notifications. You're not going to really know what's going on whatsoever. So make sure you subscribe also so you can get notifications on when I'm doing a new video or whatever. Because I got a lot of new stuff coming out for y'all. So I would appreciate y'all doing that. Y'all just give me a second to set up. If you're not familiar with how I do this, I usually give everybody a few minutes to come in the chat room, like the video, give everybody a chance to come in because a lot of times I know I can move fast sometimes. So I try to give y'all a little couple minutes to come in and talk with y'all for a little bit before I start doing this video. It's been a lot going on, but one thing, just like I told y'all, ever since I've been doing this, it doesn't have the same impact. I'm able to use it in more of a, more of a positive way, positive avenue. You know what I mean? Because I'm able, just like I told you, it ain't about what you go through. It's about how you handle it. It's about how much, about, what you can endure. And I've been able to endure a lot. This season have taught me many different things about myself. So y'all just give me a second. That's why I'm able to write so much. That's why I'm able to come up with so much because one thing that any real writer would tell you that pain, experience, real life experiences will show you how to write. It will write the story for you. It will write the novel for you. It will tell the story and the testimony for you because it can't be duplicated. It can't be copied. It can't be forged because it's your experience. Can't nobody tell it the way you tell it. Can't nobody live it the same way that you lived it. So I take it and recycle it and use it for to help people, use it for to reach out to people. So I love y'all and I appreciate y'all showing me much love because it lets me know that y'all appreciate and y'all understand where I'm coming from. So I love y'all. Just give me a few. And I'm going to speak to everybody in the chat room and talk with everybody and all that good stuff. Because I'm going to do some of those real controversial type of topics. So I hope y'all enjoy them, more of the deep topics that y'all been asking me to do. And just like I said, I'm gonna make sure y'all like the video and I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna really bring it to y'all today. So if you wanna enjoy this, make sure you please, like the video because you like the video, it helps get the video out there. So please do that for me. Y'all, and one thing I'm gonna tell y'all too, y'all pray for God body. God body has came a long way. God body has grown, but God body is still being tested. God body is still being, agitated. Somebody always trying to, when you cross a certain level, when you reach a certain maturity, when you at a certain place in your life where you not, when you got over most of the demons in your life, where you at a place where you find some type of peace. It seems like that's when the people around, things around you, situation around you, people around you, it's like they don't understand that. It's like people don't are not satisfied with that. People are not happy for you. People are not they don't see that. They don't see the happiness. They don't embrace it. It seems like as soon as you hit that catapult or that whatever, it's just like you have to guard it, you have to protect it, because it seems like the ones that you think that will embrace it and encourage it the most, they try to kill it. It's almost like the Olympic flame, you know what I'm saying? Just like I tell you all the time, like a phoenix is like an Olympic flame. It's like when that flame starts to burn and it gets real bright, the same people that you thought would embrace that flame are really found warmth from that flame, and the love and the brightness and the beauty of it. They would really try to put it out. They would try to throw water on your flame. They would try to discard your flame. You know what I'm saying? And put it completely out. So it's like it's people think when you reach a certain level of maturity, it's all good and everything, but it's really people think it's easier being on the bottom. It's worse being on the bottom tier. It's worse. It's harder for people that have to start off with a bunch of people that always have a certain comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? It's like once you start to think outside the box, once you start to be a particular way, it's like you're not going to be understood. People are not going to embrace you. People are not the same people you thought were going to be there with you are not going to understand. So it's like eventually you're not gonna really. It's not that we choose this. Just like I think my friend the realest in the room, one of my Scorpio homeboys that watched my page had told me, he was like, man, he like that's what people don't understand. They think that us as Scorpios we do stuff just to do it. We move a certain way just because we want to, because we don't want to be bothered. But nah, it's like destiny and circumstances and life events make us have to react in these ways. It makes us have to take certain turns. It makes us have to go into a certain seclusion, because it's the only way you can protect yourself. And one thing I've really been doing a lot of research on is like how like some of the most hated people, some of the most discarded people, like I would say like the misfits of society are the people that were hated. You know what I'm saying? It's like they always have to go to a point where they have to go through extreme to find that peace. They have to go through a battle to find that peace, because it's something special about them. It's something different about them. You know what I'm saying? It's a light about them. It seems like when you have a light in you, people don't embrace that. People will try to put it out. People will hate you. People will all of a sudden become your worst enemy. People. It's like when you hit that certain. I'm telling you, man. And a lot of people, they laugh. I think I'm playing or something, but it's like when you hit a point of positivity and a point of reaching your highest potential and your highest strength and your best and being in the clear mindset, is like people don't embrace that. People don't like. It's crazy, man. When I was in a low vibration, when I was dwelling as a lizard, you know what I'm saying? Like I always tell y'all about the Scorpios, the lizards, and the phoenixes and the eagles. When I was a lizard, I was able to obtain, a bunch of people around me. I was able to, fit into all types of circles. I was able to blend into almost anywhere and I know I'm gonna have to do. And y'all make sure y'all also make sure y'all hit that like button, and I'll make sure. Oh yeah, I'm putting my link in. If you want to show some love, please make sure you show that love, donate, and all that good stuff. I know I'm gonna have to, let my other people know that I'm doing a video. Let me put my link in. You can. It's easy to maneuver. It's easy to fit in the groups. You know what I'm saying? Because you in a group. You know what I'm saying? You're not hanging. You're not thinking as an individual. You thinking as a group. You know what I'm saying? You're not standing as an individual. You're standing as a group. You're not standing on 2 feet. You standing on how many feet that's in the group. You know what I'm saying? You're not being. It don't take that much to follow a group. It don't take that much to blend into a group. It don't take that much to get along with the group. As long as you are going along with the group. You know what I'm saying? But what it takes the real strength, what takes the real courage is being by yourself, moving alone, making decisions on your own, standing on your own principles, standing on your own values, standing on your own morals, standing on stuff that you know that the good sense that God gave you, not something that you just pull out go along the way and you just find yourself, believing in certain things and doing certain things. No, but it's the things that God pull you, naturally in your heart, and your spirit's gonna tell you, hey, this ain't the way to go. This ain't the way to be. And this is where Scorpios, we find ourselves at this place a lot of times, and a lot of Scorpios don't really make that test or pass that test because it's and not just Scorpios, but a lot of individuals as a whole don't pass that test because they want to blend in, and Scorpios, we don't have this problem, and I'm gonna explain to y'all because I know y'all might come along and just want to know, period. You might have a Scorpio friend, you might have a Scorpio child, that's always a loner, and you might have a couple of kids, what I'm saying, that's not Scorpios, but and they all hang together, but that Scorpio child is gonna hang by themselves. It might start off as little children. They'll hang with the rest of the kids, but as they start to grow older, you're gonna start seeing them slowly distance themselves away, even and it's not for negative reasons. And I wanna in this video I'm gonna break that down because this is an enormous topic that a lot of people don't understand. A lot of times when they see this, they take it as for being always negative, always take it in a negative light. Y'all excuse me too, cause it's a little warm. It ain't bad as it was this earlier this week, but it's still kind of warm. So excuse me. And if I had to go get some water, please, it's only in the next room, so please don't be, discouraged by that. I just had to grab some to refreshing myself, but I appreciate the love. Hey, Bree Kettle, hey, Shakita, hey, J Bird, hey, Deidre knows what's going on. Thanks. This stuff has been so helpful. Thank you, Deidre. Oh yeah, and if you wanna, can't wait, God body. I donate, but okay. Let me see. Oh no, I understand how that goes. Let me see. God body underscore. And I appreciate the love, Brittany John. 'Cause I know you one of my main moderators. That Brittany John, have you? Okay. Yeah, I appreciate Brittany John donate because she one of my moderators. But I really try to tell y'all to really donate towards my PayPal link because it's a lot. It gets to me a lot faster and it's a lot easier. Let me see. Yeah, hit me up on Godbody underscore 2009 for Instagram. Let me repeat that. If y'all want to follow me up there. Hey, Cherie, I really appreciate it. Hey, Deb, Angelo, I really appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Okay. Because one thing you got to understand about us is, you know, people think, oh, when they always think about Scorpio, they always gonna think, oh, they're type of individuals. They're dark. They have this dark mystique around them. They don't really like being bothered. Yeah, they're mean, or they be in their own space. It's not that, you know what I'm saying? Because any real Scorpio, or anybody that's ever been around real Scorpio or ever really got to know us for real will tell you that's false, because we are, anybody that knows us knows that we are very open and we are very honest and we are very extroverted. Once you get to know us, once we know we can trust you, and once we know you are somebody that's genuinely around us, we are open. We but at the same time, you, a lot of times when you meet a Scorpio, when you run across us, you're going to see that a lot of times he's going to move alone. A lot of times he's not moving with a lot of people. A lot of times he's not looking to move around a lot of people. A lot of times he's not going to be, excited around moving a lot of people. And I know it's Scorpio women had the same thing, but for this one, I'm really going for Scorpio men, because I can only really go by my own aspect, because this is more of a personal type of experience. Because one thing about us is we are the type of individuals we'll embrace, and we can walk amongst. Oh, thank you so much, Brittany. I really appreciate it. Um, we embrace many people. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio, if you run across a Scorpio, and if something even happened to a Scorpio, and you go to their funeral or homecoming or whatever people call it, it's going to be a lot of people. You're going to realize they ran across many people. They have touched many people during their lives. They have many, many, many different friends, but they're spread out. They're in different locations. They're going to come from all different parts, all different places. But when you look at them during their lifetime, you won't see them with many people. You won't see them around many people. You won't see them having this big social group. You won't see, we're not the individuals that's going to be running towards big crowds. And I'm going to explain that, because one thing about us is, yes, we are very introverted, but at the same time, we can be very extroverted in the right circumstance. Like for our passions, something that we love, we become very extroverted. You see, I love doing this and I'm passionate about it, so I'm very extroverted. I'm very excited to be open. I'm very excited to extend myself in the network and build with people. But outside of that, if it was just a regular whatever and people just come in, just making small talk, I just trying to waste my time, I will become very introverted. I will become very closed in. You will see the Scorpio come all the way out, because the stereotypical Scorpio come out, so to say, because um in our stages, when we start mature and when we start to evolve, we will start get to a point where we are, talking. We are more open to different people. We are more open to building with people, but we're not going to build with just anybody. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be a type that's going to do the regular same old. And a lot of times it can offend people. A lot of times it can turn people, against us. A lot of times it can make people hate us, because once that Scorpio gets to that part where he's evolving from that lizard stage, he's not going to try to blend in no more. It's not like, oh, I'm changing, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, in the lizard stage is like that, where he's unsure, or where he's really in between the balance of trying to figure out who he is. But when we in that stage, it's like no, it's no question. It's like I'm not going to. It's like he's at a point where he's very open and he's very loving, but at the same time, once he gets to that stage where a Scorpio man is in a certain mode or a certain mindset, is like he's not. Is not going. We're not going back. He's not going to track backwards to blend in. He's not going to downgrade ourselves to blend in. We're not going to weaken our abilities or dumb ourselves down to blend in. We're not going to pretend to be ignorant or pretend to be blindfolded in order to fit in amongst a peer group, fit in amongst our communities, fit in amongst our relatives. We once it's going to be get to that point, because and I'm gonna tell y'all, a lot of times this is going to be taken in a negative context. It's always, most of the time, it's going to be taken in a negative context, because people are not going to look at it. People are not. It's not that people don't have the intelligence or capacity to understand. It's like people are not going to want to understand. People are not going to want us to change. People are not going to want us to be strong individuals. People are happy, don't mind you being a weak tag along. People don't mind you being a weak understudy. People don't mind you being a weak gopher. People don't mind you being a weak boyfriend. People don't mind you being a weak husband. But when you start to build a voice, when you start to build the strength, the way the Lord naturally gave you within yourself, then that's when the problems are going to come along. That's when the issue, the real, when you think you had issues when you was at the bottom tier, when you was in your drinking days, when you was in your clubbing days, when you was ignorant, when you was watching all types of stupid stuff, when you was listening to trap music, when you was quick to grab that baseball bat, when you was quick to grab that baseball bat out the back of your closet, you know what I'm saying? When you like at one point, you know what I'm saying? I had that mindset. Like that's why as Scorpios we don't judge, because I knew at the point when I was at the lizard, just like the young Scorpios, I knew at a point where I was at an ignorant mind state, where I was ignorant. I knew at a point at mind state where I was weak, where I had to feel like I had to blend in, where I felt like I had to dumb myself down. You know what I'm saying? Where I felt like I had to be quiet at certain times in order to keep comfort, in order to keep kind of some type of peace. But really, it's not really no peace. You really killing yourself. You really silencing your voice. You really deteriorating your own substance, your own fiber as a spiritual human, as existing. It's like you're just existing at that point. To me, when you're in your lizard stage, when Scorpios are in there, even though they might seem like they having fun, or they running from here to there, or they might be blending in, have a bunch of fake friends around them, a bunch of toxic people around them. It's like they still not growing. They still not in the happy place, because they not able to stand as an individual. They not able to understand and love themselves as an individual. Y'all make sure y'all like. I see 18 of y'all in here. I saw 20, but y'all make sure y'all like. Don't slack up on your boy. If you support me and you love what I'm doing, make sure you hit that like button. Don't just, if you hate me, whatever, you just go on. I don't care what you do. But if but if you enjoy what I'm doing, if you support what I'm doing, make sure you hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a hater. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the love for the real ones. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. So, you know, and this is why Scorpios, people think that we always like this. Like at one point I was, I ain't gonna say that when I to me as children, and I'm because people think, oh, they start out as lizards. They always start out as lizards. It's not quite what you think it is. It's like, to me, as children, we are already in the phoenix stage. When we're brought into the world as Scorpios, we are already phoenixes. We are already eagles when we're born. When we're children and little, we are taught to be lizards. We are downgraded into lizards. We are you know conditioned to be lizards. We are conditioned and taught to be bottom dwellers. We are taught to be followers. We are taught to be stupid. We are taught to be uh, gullible. We are taught to be silent. You know what I'm saying? But and that voice is killed in you as a child. You know what I'm saying? That's why we are put and shoved into in different people. You know what I'm saying? That's why we are embraced by so many people. People be like, why this person love me so much? But when I was in that stage, I wasn't in a good place. Why did that person love me so much when I was in a terrible place? Why did they embrace me so much when I was at my worst point? Why did they embrace me so much when I was at the point when I was almost dead? Why did they love me so much when I was literally killing myself while standing up? They was literally watching a person die on their feet, and people were smiling and embracing me and laughing and giggling in my face like everything was a-okay. But the same people would say they have love for you. Are they the same people that say they got your back? They say that's the same ones that say they're your homeboy. And this is the stage that Scorpio don't see in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because just like anybody else, we think, oh, we got to have a bunch of friends around us. We got to have a peer group. We got to follow a group of people. We just got to. We've been doing that. They've been doing that for the last 200, 300 years. It's a family tradition. We just got to do that. It has to be like that. And we can't change it. It's no possible logical way that we can actually change. It just no, we can't change. No, we got to keep doing the same thing. We got to keep rolling down the mountain. We got to fall off the cliff. We got to crash and go into a avalanche. We got to be crushed by the avalanche. We got to be deteriorated. It's like it's like people become so complacent into being failures. People become so complacent into being in the norm and being beneath people. It's that's not. You don't have to be beneath nobody. You don't have to be lord of nobody. You don't have to be less than nobody. People let themselves be in that place. You let people put you in that place. You let people keep you in that place. You don't. God gave you everything that you're supposed to have. You have a voice. You have strength. You have arms. You have a mouth. You have ears. You have eyes, and you have intelligence. You have every capability to do anything that you want to do, to anything that you want to achieve. You don't have to blend into nobody's box or what nobody expect you to do and push and shove you into being no loser. You can do whatever you want to. Believe as long as you have it within yourself and believe in that man upstairs, you can do whatever you want. The hell with what anybody else think about you, because people will downgrade you into the damn garbage if they could. Are you going to sit there and let them drag you into the garbage? Are you going to fly above the madness? And that's the point where Scorpios get stuck at, because they don't know where they're going to head. They don't know where they want to blend in. They don't know if they want to fit in and be Mr. Popular. Do they want to fit in and be a champion? They want to fit out and stand out and be a champion and be remembered amongst memories. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember something that even Prince said. You know what I'm saying? People can say what they got to say about him. That's not my whatever. But I remember the artist, the musician Prince. He said something that was always that I will never forget. He said the only people in this life that make things happen, the only people that make things monumental, the only people that make a memory stamp on this world are people that dare to be different. The only people that make a difference and be remembered forever are people that dare to be different, people that take chances, people that don't listen to what everybody is trying to force them to do, people that don't listen to what everybody is trying to force them to be. You know what I'm saying? These are the people that everybody call crazy. They're the ones that make the world change. People that people call crazy, they the ones that make monumental movements. They the ones that people never forget about. You call them crazy, but what did all the other people behind them do? Nobody remembers. Nobody knows. They had more. They might have had more material possessions to be like, oh yeah, they had you had what you call it had more possessions than him. Yeah, he had a lot of money. Yeah, he had a lot of money, but what you call it did this. What you call it changed the world. What you call it changed a bunch of people's lives. What you call it stood up and spoke up for that. What you call it stood up and did that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna stick to their memory. It's gonna stick to their spirit. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that in a crowd. You can't. You can, like, to me, when you try to. It's just like even with musicians. It's like you can't. And geniuses get smothered, can be smothered by crowds, can be smothered by trying to blend in. You know how many geniuses have been destroyed by peer groups? Do you know how many geniuses have been destroyed by relatives? Do you know how many geniuses have been destroyed by institutions? Because people, they smother them, they destroy them, they take everything that they have and that what God meant for them to have, and they try to force them to be something else. They try to force them the act like something else. You know what I'm saying? And that's where Scorpios get stuck at. You know what I'm saying? That's where they dwell down, because as children, we roam as eagles. As children, we roam as phoenixes, because even though children are very playful, children are very sociable. Even as a child, I know as me personally, as Scorpio, we like I was by myself. I maneuvered by myself. When I was at school and stuff, I would play with the other kids and do stuff. But I knew when I went home to my family, I was by myself. I knew when I had to go step outside to catch that bus, I'm by myself. If I get on that school bus and little Tay Tay and them turn around and punch and break my nose, yeah, you can go home and cry like a little punk and bitch and to your mama, but you gonna be you sitting there, that blood gonna be rolling down your lap. You by yourself, homeboy. Ain't nobody gonna be wiping your nose. Ain't nobody gonna be patting you on your back. Ain't nobody gonna be giving you no sympathy. Ain't nobody gonna be giving a damn. That's real, and that's something Scorpio. We learned that from an early age. We learned that from the get go. We learned that from Jump Street. You know what I'm saying? We know mommy and daddy can tell you all this, but when you surrounded by five maniacs, you by yourself, homeboy. All that other stuff gonna go out the window. You're gonna be stuck by yourself. You gonna have to hold it down by yourself. You're gonna have to stand on your own too. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Scorpios as that's why I feel like the only point where Scorpio get to the point where they dwell towards the bottom is when they try to blend in. The only time I feel like Scorpios have issues is when we try to maneuver ourselves for the fit with somebody else's picture. When we try to find ourselves trying to be patient, try to hang with people. When we try to downgrade and try to blend in and play make believe to be in some type of relationship, be in some type of situation where we know we don't fit in, we know we don't blend in. As Scorpio, we don't blend in, we don't fit in. That's what makes us special. It ain't a bad thing. It's what makes you special as a Scorpio. I know a lot of Scorpios feel like dang man, God body is hard, man. I can't find a balance, man. People, always persecuting me. People always talking crap about me. You know what I'm saying? Because they weak. People only talk about stuff and maneuver and persecute people that they fear. People only try to downgrade people that they don't want to see reach their highest potential. They see your strength. They see your potential. They see your light. They want to kill it because you don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know that your strength is there. Because you not doing what you supposed to be doing. Separate from that crowd. The hell with what they think. The hell with what they gonna do because they gonna talk about you one way or freaking another. You know what I'm saying? Even when you hang amongst them, they still talk about you. You just not really paying attention to it because you in the grass. You still in the tall grass. You still moving like a lizard. You still moving. You still walking on four legs. You know what I'm saying? You haven't grown your wings. You won't embrace your wings. You don't want to fly. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta if you and I realize a lot of times I could have and sometimes it make me mad, not like, in the point, dang, I see two, 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 two. That's crazy. I see 22 people, 22 likes, $2. It's just straight twos. That's crazy. But that's good. You know what I'm saying? One thing I realized is I could have hit my potential a long time ago if I would have told those people, hey, beat it. If I would have told those people, hey, no, I don't want to do that. No, I'm not doing it that way. No, I'm not hanging with y'all. No, I don't want to drink that. No, I don't like that. No, that's stupid. No, you ignorant. Oh no, shut up. You know what I'm saying? These are things that need to be done. People they want to teach you all the time like, oh, you have to dwell in like this. And you have to no, it ain't just like I said, it ain't about the situation that comes to you. It's about your attitude when the situation is hit. If you handle it like a soft punk, a sappy, then you're gonna get ran over. You're gonna get crushed. The situation is gonna tumble over your shoulders. You're gonna be devoured by it. But if you stand on it with morals, when you stand on it with principles, when you stand on it with love, when you stand on it with strength, when you stand on it with courage, it's gonna have a different outcome because your attitude was standing on strength. You was prepared. You was destined to make it through that because you were fit for the job. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't have that same strength if you with a group. You know what I'm saying? This is why Scorpio we know that we see that. You know what I'm saying? We see that. I seen people, do stuff just because they hang around a bunch of people. I see people say stuff because they hanging around a bunch of people. I believe in a bunch of stuff because the majority of the crowd believe that. Are they stuck in a certain place because the majority of the crowd, because that person told you you can't do it, because that person told you, oh, it's not a good idea, because that person told you, oh no, you ain't gonna never make it, that person told you, oh, it ain't all that. The hell with what they think. You got to go. You got to think as an individual. You got to be strong as an individual. That's the only way you're gonna ever make it and be at your highest potential. That's the only way you're gonna ever be at your highest goal. That's why when people get with Scorpios, that's why we so strong. That's why this is why you get. That's why you got the stubbornness in this man. That's why you got the strength in this man, because He's a man that understands himself. He's a man that understands his strengths and he understands his lows. A lot of people only look at themselves in a false way, like they some type of just like this shirt, like a Marvel character, like a superhero. That's why I put this shirt on, because a lot of people are like this shirt. You know what I'm saying? They live like superheroes. They live like fictional characters. This is something that we're not. You know what I'm saying? We have the strength of supernatural characters. We have the visibilities of supernatural characters. That's why people look at us and talk about us. That's why people have such negative, always to say about us, because we able to stand alone. That's why when the Scorpio say something, we can stand on that. That's why when we do stuff, we can stand on that, because we know for certain we seen it, we sat on it, we dwelled on it, we know. Just like when it comes to individuals and people we surround ourselves with, we know that this person is somebody that we can love. We know that's somebody that we can build with. We know that's a person that can keep in my circle. Even though it's people that I love to death and I want to keep around me, I know they ain't no good. I know they hate me. I'm not oblivious to that. I know they talk about me like a dog. I know they hate me. They hate my guts. What boy said, they hate my guts. I ain't stupid. I didn't fall out the coconut tree. I ain't come off the banana boat yesterday. I ain't come. I won't born from the stalk bird didn't drop me out the sky yesterday. I have good sense, and a lot of people don't think that, because we stay in the background. A lot of people don't think that, because we don't slap. We don't like. It's a lot of cats tried me and didn't realize. The only reason I'm not slapping your expression off your face and filling you up, what old boy said, filling you up with some hot stuff, is because I see the longevity. I see the results of my actions. I dwell in my mind in depth, and I think, oh, if I blow this stupid maniac's head off his shoulder, I'm going to have a freaking search brigade looking for me. They're going to try to put me under they're going to try to put me under the dirt, because that's how life goes. You know what I'm saying? Most people can't think of that. Most people don't. Most people let their emotions react before they can think that deep. You know what I'm saying? I think that deep. You know what I'm saying? I think very deep. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't see that. But if you're not rolling by yourself, you can't see that. If you're not standing on yourself, how can you really look at your strength if you don't see it? You know what I'm saying? This is why Scorpios roll alone, because when we try to build with people, we already know, like, people are finicky. People are funny acting. People are damn sure shallow. People are damn sure two-faced. People sure got a lot to say when you're not around. People sure negative, but they expect so much positivity. But they sure, Lord knows, they sure negative. They so negative, but they want so much positivity in return. Oh yeah, they want a lot of positivity in return. They want you to paint the happy face. They want you to bojangles along and do backflips. Do the circus, give you jazz hands. What I don't know what they want. Like, people want you to parade around like some moron. But when you step outside of that circle, when you step outside that peer group, when you step outside what people think about you, when you step outside what people expected out of you, when you start stepping outside of that, that's when you start living real life. That's when you stop existing. That's when you stop existing, and that's when you start living. When you start stepping outside the realm of trying to fit in. When you start stepping out the realm of trying to fit into some relationship that's going nowhere. When you stop trying to follow a bunch of people that hate you and don't want to see you succeed past a certain level. This is why we see that. We know that. You know what I'm saying? Even when you dating, when you approaching women, that woman ain't going that woman ain't gonna respect you when you hang around a bunch of bozos. When she see you at the club and you hanging around a bunch of drunk bozos, you know what I'm saying? A woman, she looking at that guy in the corner that's by himself chilling in the cut, that seem unamused. That's the one that she's looking at. She don't care about the guy that's hanging around a bunch of goofies hanging around trying to get drunk, hoping that the woman gonna get, hoping that he catch some woman eye. We don't move like that. Let the crows and the birds and the chickens do that. Let the buzzards, let the buzzards pick at the dead, let the buzzards pick at the dead bodies. Let the buzzards eat the leftovers. We want the top notch. We want the top lady. We want the top, situation in life. We don't want to just, settle because that's what everybody else is doing, because that's where we blend in. That's where we fit in. Scorpio, we don't care how we fit in. We don't care how we we know we only care how we impact the earth, because we know that we only have one life. We know that we only can, at the end of the day, when we lay down and when God body lay down, and when I have to say when they say this is my last day, and when they write my certificate and sending me on home, I want to say, hey, I couldn't stand his guts, but damn, he had courage. Damn, I couldn't stand him, but hell, he stood up for something. Hell, I couldn't stand him, but damn, he was a strong ass man and he didn't take no for an answer. They gonna say that. They might not say they love me, but they gonna say, damn, he was a strong ass man and he didn't take no for an answer. I don't give a damn how nobody felt about me. It's about how I impacted while I was here. That's all that's gonna matter. It's not gonna matter what people think about you. You think anybody gonna care about what people thought about you when you leave here? Ain't nobody gonna be thinking about that. You think they're gonna be putting that? If somebody wrote a book about your life, you think they're gonna be writing about what somebody thought about you? Do you think that's gonna be included in the credits? You think that's gonna be included in the table of contents or something? Nah, it don't work like that. You better wake up and smell the coffee and live life for yourself, and smell and look at that sun and feel the warmth of the sun for yourself. You better smell that air and breathe it in for yourself. You better look through life. You better look at this life and through your own lenses and stop following the crowd. Because at the end of the day, when life actions start happening, you ain't gonna be able to blame nobody but yourself. Let me see. And that's why we move our own. Because I don't want, at the end of the day, I don't want to have nobody to blame, nobody but myself. That's why when I feel people are going a certain way, I said, that's fine. You do that. Much respect to you, but I'm going my own way. I'm not going to put you in a position where I'm going to be able to have to blame you. No, you're going to get out my way, and I'm going to do it this way. If anything happens, I want to be able to blame myself. I'm not going to follow you and fall into no damn rabbit hole. If I fall into the rabbit hole, I'm going to fall into it on my own. I ain't going to fall into it because I'm following somebody else's careless actions. I'm not doing that. That's not intelligent. I'm going to follow my own good sense. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people don't understand that. Hey, yeah, share it with him, Brittany. If you feel that he'll listen to it, share it to him. Cause I talk to youngins all the time. The youngins, they listen to me, cause they know I'm gonna tell it to them real. I'm not gonna sit there and play no fake holier than thou role. I'm not gonna sit there and fake like I ain't never been out there. I ain't gonna sit there and fake like I ain't never took a hit of liquor. Yeah, I done got drunk as a skunk and put my key. Homeboy said I got drunk as a skunk, put my keys in the wrong car. I done did that. Then did it multiple times. Drunk as a skunk, put my keys in the wrong car. But the hell if I'm doing it now. And ain't nobody else gonna make me do it. You can't even make me pick up a damn wine cooler. I don't even want to dip my finger into it. Can't even make me dip my damn fat toe into it. Can't even make me put. I ain't putting my damn pinky toe into it. You can't even make me put my big toe into no damn liquor. Let me see. Hey, I told you I'm gonna bring it to y'all today. Hey, Charming Charlie. Hey, Stacy Sharif. Hey, Sky 11 Hook. Hey, Divine Destiny. Hey, C1 Honey Bun. My last 2 jobs, one guy tried to fight me. The other guy tried to get me fired. He was supposed to be my mentor and got scared of me. That's how all of them knew. That's why most Scorpio men, it's not many people that are that strong enough to be our mentor. The only mentor we have is the the guy up above, man. It's only one that have the mental and spiritual capacity to be somebody's leader. None of these people that call themselves human beings, a majority of them are too selfish to be leaders. The majority of them are too fake to be leaders. How the hell you gonna be selfish and be a damn leader? You ain't no damn leader. How the hell you selfish and be a leader? What the hell you leading people to? Off a damn cliff? That's why I can't believe when people following a bunch of people that don't give a dog, that could give a fat rat's hand pots in the first place. What the heck you doing listening to them? What the heck you doing believing in anything they saying? Do you have any sense? If they had you into catastrophe the last 1,000 years, what the heck you think they're gonna take you this year? To the promised land? They ain't gonna take you no damn where. Hey, Keishu, what's going on, Shannon? And I know it's like I know people see this whatever they might see it in my community. I don't give a damn, man. It is what it is. If I'm gonna get remembered, if I'm gonna be hated, I'm gonna be hated for being strong. I'm gonna be hated for being intelligent. I'm gonna be hated for being honest. You ain't. I'd rather be hated. I ain't gonna be loved for being no weirdo. I ain't gonna be loved for being no butt kisser. I'm not gonna be loved for being no nobody's little man. I'm not gonna be loved for being nobody's gopher. I'm not gonna be loved for being somebody's guy, somebody's boyfriend that they don't respect and they don't hardly forget all that. I'm gonna be a man on my own. I'm gonna be standing on my own. If I got to be an old wrinkled, tangled, little old wrinkled man with my gray dreadlocks hanging, then Lord knows that's what it was meant to be. But I'm gonna make a stand and I'm gonna make my voice heard. I already done it. It's already been done. I had to realize that the other day. It sunk in. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, people hating, people discouraging, people don't love you, people don't support what you're doing. I'm like, dang, man, maybe I should just, stop. Maybe I should just give up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should just, not do any of these no more. I don't get any love. I don't get any support. I don't get any encouragement. You know what I'm saying? Then I realized, the Lord came to me. He told me, he said, regardless of if you, stop right now, regardless of whatever you do, you could disappear and make your page as though it never happened. People gonna always remember you. Your voice is already out there. There ain't no going back. Once you take a stance and stand up for something, it ain't no going back. It ain't no picking up that 1,000-pound weight and going back to lifting eating honey buns. You ain't gonna eat the honey bun the same. You gonna be living honey bun. It ain't gonna be the same way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be the same way. Because you're gonna be stronger. You're gonna have your metabolism gonna be stronger. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to expand you can't go back to being a bozo. Once you start expanding your mind, once you start traveling, once you start meeting different people and thinking outside the box, you ain't gonna be the same bozo. You ain't gonna be able to stay a bozo forever. Some people not going. A lot of people not going to like that. They want you to. They want you to stay a bozo forever. They want you to stay they little man's forever. They want you to be the little sucker forever. They want you to be a little dude in them from across the street forever. You know what I'm saying? But once you start standing on something, once you start building yourself, once you start thinking for yourself, that's when you're gonna start seeing who really loves you. Because if people really love you, they're gonna encourage you. They ain't gonna discourage you. They're gonna be there with you like this. They ain't gonna be with you like that, worlds apart. But if they fall into that category, the chip's gonna fall where they fall. But you got to continue the pace and persevere. You can't let them stop your pace. You gotta keep moving. It's hard as hell, especially when you're a person that loves people unconditionally and would do anything to stick with them and stick by them. But you have to keep moving because if think about even the prophets of old, if they would have stayed and they stayed and they social groups stayed thinking what the majority of people thought, how would they ever have made a change? How would they ever have made a difference? How would they ever have been leaders if they wouldn't have been different? It wouldn't have made no change. A lot of stuff would have never changed. Hell, if a lot of people wouldn't have stood up, we would have been damn near still living in a damn time warp at this point. It took people to die. It took people to speak out. It took people to stand up. You know what I'm saying? It took people to separate from the crowds and walk alone if they had to. The people that blend in and dance along and skip along and smiley face along, that's cool. That's cool and groovy, but that ain't gonna get you, that ain't gonna make life happen. You just existing. You just existing. You no threat to nobody. You know real voice to nobody because you ain't stand up. You ain't took a stand. You still want to blend in. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Scorpio, that's why a lot of times we know that. We know that. You know what I'm saying? And with crowds, you gotta be a certain way. With crowds, you can't go out a certain way. You can't extend, you can't overpass, you can't outdo the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And Scorpio, we not that type to play those type of games. You said you wanted to start a podcast with your homie. Hold on. And I haven't heard from him in 2 weeks because he's a bozo. He's a jealous bozo that don't never wanted to do stuff. He don't want to work with you. He don't want to see you succeed. He don't want to have you work your voice. He don't want your voice to be out there. He can't duplicate your voice. He don't want to. He can't stand to see you encourage your voice. He ain't your friend. He ain't your homeboy. He's a backstabbing, backsliding, belly. I don't know. I'm looking for anything. He's a backstabbing, backsliding, bozo, loser. He's a buzzer. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how a lot of people live. A lot of people think, oh, I'm going to jump in the studio with my homeboys, but they don't call me. Oh, my homeboys was supposed to look for me, but they ain't call me. Oh, they had a big party, but my homeboys had a big party, but they forgot to call me. Oh, they had a bunch of, I really was trying to do this, but she didn't have my back. She couldn't do this because she said she was doing that. She has these, dude, wake up. These people are not with you. Young lady, wake up. These individuals don't want to see you succeed. They do not want to see you make it to your highest potential. Trust me. If a person want to see you make it, trust me, when the people that I want to see do it, I go out my way. So I know damn well what being an encouraging friend is because that's what I am. I know what being a loyal individual is because that's what I am. So when people don't match your spirit, you got to go your own way because they not going to ever, most of them never going to change. They're not trying to see you change either, not for the best. They might want to see you change, but not for the best. Let me see. Hey, Hannah boy. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, if you haven't seen my last video, make sure you check out my last video. Hey, Kinky Cat. Libra Scorpio video. I'm going to donate. Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm putting my link For those that want to show some love, if you want to show some love, because I'm trying to really bring this one out for y'all. This is something I really had to knock out, man. Come on now. It's like watching Malcolm X. It's like Malcolm X going on his doing all those speeches, going through all that stuff, and then just like half of these leaders we see today is like seeing Malcolm X doing all those speeches. Then next thing he and Diddy doing he doing the hit role with Sierra. He on he on Instagram doing he hip rolling. He got the glasses and everything. Come on now. It's like seeing Marcus Garvey doing the stinky leg. It's like seeing Thurgood Marshall, wearing tight skinny jeans and try to do the electric slide. Come on now. You ain't gonna see it. He got more. These brothers they had more courage than that. They had more integrity than that. They ain't like these bozos we see now that call themselves leaders. Brother, this chick at a party asked me to dance with her, and I said, "Hey, do kings dance? Not this one." Yeah, and like all that dancing and all that. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But get out of here, lady. This ain't Soul Train. Do I look like a choreographer? This ain't Soul Train. I'm a fat Joe it out the door. I'm a lean back. I'm a lean back until it be 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna be leaning back. I'm gonna pull up my pants and I ain't gonna dance. What the heck do I like? What the heck you think I am? What, like, come on now. They want to do all that jiggling, like them old folks, all that jiggling and gyrating. I'm a grown man. I'm like Cedric the Entertainer. I'm a grown ass man. I don't do all that gyrating and jiggling. We men. We ain't supposed to be jiggling and gyrating and wiggling. That's for women. We ain't supposed to be doing too much jiggling. The only one that's supposed to be dancing is Chris Breezy. That's the only one that's a dancing fool right there. That's the only one that need to be dancing. And rest in peace to Michael Jackson. I don't want to see nobody else dancing. No, what old boy said on the wood. And some of y'all know what I'm talking about. What's his name? Mike. No dancing. He said, and I'm sexy. Is I'm sexy? People want you to be silly. People want you to look silly. People want you to parade around and be a buffoon. You know what I'm saying? And when you're not doing that, you gonna look crazy. People gonna say you look silly when you're not being silly. People gonna say you look stupid when you're not acting stupid no more. People gonna say you're being evil when you're doing nothing but trying to spread love and light. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's the truth. People will say you being wicked when you're doing nothing but showing love. It's like this where everything is in this society is backwards. Everything, and that's why as Scorpios we separate from the pack. We move along. We don't look for the blend in. We don't look for to get along with a bunch of people. And yeah, it's nothing wrong. I'm talking about you a lady. You can dance. Ain't nothing wrong. But I don't like, bro. Like you dance back in the day. You dance, but like like come on now. I'm a grown like we can do that sometime, but I don't want every time I come in. I don't want to be saying yeah. It just look weird. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be real. I don't care what nobody say. See a dude, see a grown man, see a big muscular man, dude, get out of here, yo. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of my way, get out of my way with your weird self. Be like, oh, like the nigga, get out of here. Like just shove his head, get out of here. You make me want. I just want to shove your face. All that jiggling and gyrating. Drake, he said Drake because we don't do all that dancing. We don't try to do all that dancing. When you say Scorpio males don't dance, big pun. Yeah, big pun. He said Drake, big pun. Even the video with Breezy, he showed he don't dance. Oh yeah, we don't do a whole lot of that stuff, man. And if you look at all the performances with H Town, even the group H Town with Dino, Shazam, and all them from Houston, like if you look into some of the footage real good, you would see Dino dance sometime, but Dino ain't do all that gyrating. He would do a little whatever when they doing knocking the boots, but other than that, he ain't do a whole lot of dancing, a lot of gyrating. He do a little something to make the ladies scream and pass out. But other than that, he wouldn't. You ain't see him doing all that wiggling and gyrating and all that stuff. He ain't do all that dancing. He ain't do he not. He said, "Oh yeah," but I mean. But it is Diddy, you know what I'm saying? This how I see it. When a Scorpio wanna dance, he's gonna dance, but he ain't gonna just be dancing just to dance. He's not gonna be dancing just to dance. Can't do all that jiggling and gyrating like the old people say. Can't do all that gyrating. Hey Deidre knows. Let me see. I see Shannon. What's going on? Shannon up in here. uh, Shannon said, "Jazz hands. I've been doing that. Oh yeah, so true. People who love you generally wish you the best, want good for you, and glad when you are doing good in their heart. Yeah, because it's in their heart. It's inside of them. Because they want to see you at your best. They are full of love. They are full of encouragement. They want to see you. They are full of friendship. But people that are not full of friendship are not going to want to see you good. People are not that are not full of love. They're not going to encourage you. They're going to discourage you. You know what I'm saying? People that are not with you, people are not loyal, they're not going to be standing with you. They're going to always be 100 miles away because they were never with you. You know what I'm saying? They're always going to be 100 miles. Seem even if you in the same room with them, they're going to always seem 100 miles away because y'all not in. Is they're not in the same place with you. They're not trying to be in the same place with you. You know. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. When I did used to sip, you know what I'm saying. When I get a little sip, I do get a little. I do like to cut a little rub when I get, but I don't drink no more. So I don't find like. But I ain't gonna lie. When you put on some old school, I'm gonna do the two step. Don't you put on the spinners and the rubber band, man? You gonna see me bending. You gonna see me gyrating. You cut on some Isaac Hayes. I'm gonna start cutting. I'm gonna start cutting loose. I'm gonna start breaking bones and stretching muscles. Cause you know when you start hitting that 30, that 25, 30 mark, the muscles gonna start stretching and them bones gonna start breaking. But I'm gonna do something. Let me see. Yeah, but just like I said, like man, let me see what trying. My nephew's a Scorpio, smart as hell, tough like me, my little man. Oh, okay, yeah. Even at young age, Scorpios can be very tough and very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? So just remember when you think about Scorpio being alone, this is the reasons. These are the pieces to the puzzle that a lot of people probably needed to know. You know what I'm saying? It's still many pieces. And a lot of people, they think they can watch these videos and watch these videos, think, oh, I know God by like back in my head. I don't watch plenty of his videos. If you never really had a conversation with me, you never built with me, you will be worlds apart from me if you think the videos alone gonna get you. Even with all the videos I've done, it's sagas to me. There is novels to me. There are pieces to me that I am dying to share with you, but I can't because of restrictions and guidelines and things like that. If I could really share to y'all what I really want to share with y'all, I would have multiple pages and multiple channels. It's so many pieces to me I couldn't even give you anymore. It's many different sides to me. But I'm giving this is just like I always tell y'all. a chip off the iceberg. That's why I'm able to come up with so many videos. I'm dying to give y'all. It's so much experiences and so much things that I have attained through my pain and through my testimony. But we have time, you know what I'm saying? I love y'all, you know. I hope y'all enjoy this. Always realize, and these are the reasons that Scorpio will move alone. He's not going to try to blend into the pack. And the ones that do try to blend into the pack, they end up, sinking. You know what I'm saying? Or going to dwelling with the bottom feeders because they don't want to fly. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to fly, where you gonna be at? You're gonna be in the bottom picking with the chickens. You're gonna be eating carcass with the buzzards because you're not gonna fly. You don't want to fly. Let me see. But I love y'all, man. And just like I said, if you want to donate, here's my link one more time. Let me see. I'm gonna read your comment right quick too, Deidre. Just give me a second. This is my link. If you want to donate, show some love. Just trying to make sure. Okay. My Scorpio said that I made him speechless after I contacted him after years. Speechless and have not talked to you in years. Well, he's still about to Google me. He asked for my last name. I don't know the situation, so I can't really, go into too much on what you're saying, but yeah, he would be surprised. Just making sure. But hey, Divine Destiny, thank you for watching. But I love y'all. Please show that love. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will definitely be back later on with something, if not tomorrow. And I will see y'all later. Big kiss to all ladies. Pounds to all my bros. That's been watching. Much love. Thanks, Mars Mindset. Thank you. Everybody. Thank you all my moderators. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love, and I will see y'all soon. Peace.